Love is in the air at the University of Utah. The university acquired the famous love sculpture that was previously in New York along 6th Avenue.
Well, it is now a permanent structure at the Utah Museum of Fine Arts. We have Lincoln live up at the home of the new statue with museum staff to find out what's behind this story and why it's here. Lincoln?
Hey, good morning, Ron and Mary. I am joined by Gretchen Dietrich. She's the executive director here at the Utah Museum of Fine Arts. We're here to talk about this very cool statue here, or sculpture, I should say, not statue. When did it get put in, Gretchen?
Last Wednesday night, in the middle of the night. We had a team of people over here from 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. You never move art quickly. It takes a long time.
Especially a big piece of art.
A big piece of
art. Okay, so let's talk about the origins of this design, because it goes back to the 60s, right? It was not originally a sculpture.
Correct. So this is a work of art created by very famous, important American artist Robert Indiana. Big sort of figure in the middle 20th century of American art and art around the world in the pop art movement. He's a very important seminal figure. And he was first invited by the Museum of Modern Art in New York City to create a holiday card, 1964. And that's the first time he came up with this idea of love with O on an angle. And then he started making sculpture and sort of a number of different series of sculpture, different colors, some in Corten steel. And this is the biggest that they get.
So this is the biggest of the big then, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So around the world, there are 86 love sculptures by Robert Indiana in varying sizes, some inside museums, some outside. There are only 9 of the 12-footers.
Okay, so you have one of the bigger ones.
We do.
The biggest ones, I should say. Okay, so they're all sanctioned by him, obviously, right?
Yes, and they're created by him.
Created by him,
Absolutely.
Even if they're in different languages or different sizes.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's just an extension of the work. It's sort of like you think about printmaking. He's making, not prints, he's making multiples of sculptures. Right. So we saw someone said, you stole the one from Philadelphia. No, we didn't. Philadelphia still has theirs.
Okay.
But this one was on 6th Avenue in New York City in Midtown Manhattan for more than 20 years. So if you've ever seen that sculpture in New York City, this is it.
This is it. Well, how did it get here? Talk about that process of you wanting something like this to be on the ground.
A little thing called Christie's, which sells art around the world to all sorts of museums and to people. And we had some amazing art-loving people here in this community who know people at Christie's. And they heard that the sculpture was available for purchase. So in 2023 in December, I had lunch with Jonathan Friedman, a collector, and a guy on our board at the museum. And he said, we should get this for Utah. And I thought he was a little crazy, to be honest, because it's a heavy lift, literally, and in many other ways. And we just kept working on it. And so a collaboration with the state of Utah and a lot of generous private donors stepped up to make this possible and to get it here.
Was this always the site envisioned to kind of put it, or did
in my mind, yes.
It really? Okay, excellent.
Other people, we talked about it at the beginning. Should it be downtown? Should it be elsewhere in Salt Lake City? Should it be elsewhere on this campus? But this sculpture is now part of the Utah Museum of Fine Arts collection. 22,000 objects in our collection. So this is the newest and the biggest object in our collection. But if it's going to be part of our collection, it needs to be near the museum, and we're responsible for caring for it forever.
What has been the reaction so far? I mean, I know it's kind of brand new still, but I mean, have you seen people walk by like, oh, wow. I mean, obviously it's new for students and staff.
Yeah, no, I mean, people recognize this thing. It was a stamp in the 1970s. Like, this has become an iconic image in American art and history. So people know this. And it's stopping folks in their tracks. We've seen people coming to get photographs. We've joked that maybe people, Valentine's Day is coming right up, that there might be engagements, photographs, and engagements might happen here, and wedding photographs. And we love that. I mean, love is important, and it's a part of every healthy, happy life. And especially on this campus where we're working with so many amazing students and teaching them how to have a really productive, happy life. It's just a positive, beautiful message for our community.
I want to ask what it is about that design that makes it so iconic. What do you're as someone who knows art, Go into that for us.
So it's red outside, blue inside. So you always have to think about the color choices that the artist has made. He made versions of the sculpture in corten steel, you know, like rusted steel, which would look and feel very different to you.
Yeah.
This is this is painted it is so beautiful. It's surprisingly to me beautiful in person because the painting finish is so specific and so gorgeous. I think certainly the size of it is important.
Yeah.
A 6-footer is only half the size of this work. And that's the same size as you, right?
Yeah.
You're probably about 6 feet tall. So this is love that's way bigger than human scale. This is love that's double size human scale. And I think it's very with intention. I think he really liked that. There's not much more important in being alive as a human being than having love in your life.
Awesome.
And I do think that that's what Indiana was thinking about. And love is complicated. It's painful. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It can cause great sorrow and grief, right?
Okay.
But it's beautiful and important to all of us.
Gretchen, thank you so much for talking to us about this. You obviously invite people up to come take pictures, right?
And go visit the museum.
Yeah,
while
come
you're
in and
here,
visit
please.
the museum as well.
Yeah.
A really awesome addition, and we appreciate you giving us the inside scoop.
You got it.
All right, we will send it back to you guys.
What a great story. Okay.
All right, and Lincoln, bring a little bit of that love back, okay?
I need a different sculpture for Ron.
From the side angle, maybe. Maybe that'd work. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, that is beautiful. We
Yeah.
appreciate the close-up look this morning and little information behind what it took to get it here. Okay, remember, you can watch Arc Salt Lake anytime. You can watch it on your phone, tablet, or TV. Check out highlights from all of our newscasts on the Arc Salt Lake YouTube page at the QR code right there you see on the screen.
Take you right to it. Well,